What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another OP07 Bonney strategy video. Gonna have some more Bonney games on the sim, on the unranked sim. I haven't tried out the OP07 ranked ladder, but I probably should once I get more comfortable with the decks. I kind of just recently started playing '07, so I'm kind of just testing everything out. Seeing what I like, and then I'll probably hit the rank sim shortly with Bonney. Bonney is most likely the leader I'm going to be playing next set. Um, I like Black Yellow Luffy as well, but I think Bonney's the way to go for me. I know it really does get bodied by Boa, but Boa is like a tier 2 strategy next set. So sometimes, you just gotta go into a regional knowing you have a tier 2 auto loss and hope to avoid that. Otherwise, the matchup spread is pretty good. It has like a rough time into RP Law, but it's not like it's into Boa bad. But here's the list. We'll go through the deck list. Bonney leader, 4 Cavendish, 2 Scratchman Apu, 3 Captain Kidd, 4 Rogue, 2 Jewelry Bonney 5 drop, 4 6 drop Basil Hawkins, 2 Bartolomeo blocker, and 4 Jewelry Bonney Searcher for the Supernovas. And then for the Don Quixote cards, we have 4 Viola 2K, 3 Baby 5 2K, 3 Dofi 10 drop, 4 Corazon blocker, 4 Baby 5 Searcher, and 2 of the 0 drop event. And then for non-searchable targets, we have 1 9 drop Zoro. I talked about how I like this at 1. It's really bad into Boa. It's like really good into Black Yellow Luffy, but Black Yellow Luffy's already a great matchup, so it's just a win more card in that matchup. It's like the most broken card in the mirror I've found so far. Could be wrong, but just through this testing, it seems like it's the best card in the mirror. So like it's there for that reason. Um, but in a lot of matchups, it's not very good. So we trimmed it to 1. But I could be convinced otherwise. And I think 4 Hody is going to be standard eventually. Like I said in the last video, 4 Hody is just broken against Law. Helps just clear the board so that you can limit their resources and hopefully take over the advantage game. More like I would say like 8 times out of 10, taking the life doesn't matter. Sometimes you play it under Kid, so it just straight up doesn't matter. But the draw, it's just like white. It's like the Whitebeard mentality of just like the draw. Auto life is just broken. Um, but other than that, let's just get into some games. So first we have against Black Yellow Luffy. So I believe I chose to go second. I'm gonna keep my hand and then play a Baby 5 Searcher, take the 0 drop event. I believe. Nope, took a Resonante blocker. On 3, he's just gonna swing into the Baby 5, and then on 4, I'm just gonna play the Rogue, pass turn, gain a Standing Dawn. On 5, he will play Hiyori, take a life. And choose not to put anything back to try to get to 0 faster because he knows I'm just going to starve him. I'm going to use my leader ability to tap the Hiyori, then swing into the Hiyori, play Basil Hawkins, and then use a Rogue's ability on the end of the turn to stand a Dawn active. He's going to play another Hiyori and this time replace a card. I'm going to play the baby ace to play the big ace out of life, gain rush, and then give leader plus 2000. I'm going to swing. So the great thing about Bonney obviously is that I can eliminate the rush factor of this card, especially if he swings with leader first. I'm gonna go 8 with leader. I'm just gonna tap the ace past turn. I'm gonna go 7 into 7 with the Basil Hawkins. Just lets it die, not wasting any cards before he starts like geckoing. I'm just gonna play the 8 drop past turn, get a standing Dawn. Don't really have a good play otherwise. Like the Hodie's not very valuable because I just don't want to swing at his life. Um, so just playing the kid standing and be able to protect it next turn with some blockers is the idea. Gonna go 6. I believe I took that. Tap the Hiyori. Gonna play a Sabo blocker and then play a Garp. Garp is gonna search the ST13 Monkey D Luffy. Now it's good to play you want to play Hody, take a life, tap the Sabo and the Garp. I'm gonna swing 8 into the Sabo, he lets it die, then swing 5 into the Garp, he lets it die. Gonna put a Dawn under Kid and probably just play something so that I don't have to swing into life. So I'm gonna play the Bonney and get a search and then get a Dawn back. He's gonna play Garp, search a Sabo, play the Sabo, and go 9 into 8. And yeah, it's just game over after that. I'm just going to tap the Sabo and go for game. So yeah, that's a great matchup for Bonney. There's not much he could have done there. So we're going to go into some RP Law games, which is a much harder matchup. He's gonna go second. I'm gonna go first. Just swing 7, leave a Dawn up on 3. Swing 5 at life. I'll take it. Play Ein, get a Dawn rested, and then use the leader ability. Get a Shachi, gain 2 Dawn. I'm gonna swing 5 at life and probably play this Jewelry Bonney to tap a Dawn or stall a Dawn. Because it's just probably not worth it to stall the leader. Put them on 5 so that they can't like kid Gordon. I'm gonna go 5, 5. Play kid. Dawn -3. Play the Reiju, draw 2 cards. Swing 6. I'm gonna have to 2K that. Try to stay as high as possible before they like start swinging gigantic with Kick Killer. Swing 6 into the Shachi, lets it die. I'm gonna swing. Play the Hody, tap the kid in the Reiju, and then swing 5 into the Ein. He's going to counter that, then I'll swing 6 or 8 into the 5-drop blocker, let it die. His turn, he's going to be at 6 Dawn, going to swing 5 at life, 5 at life. Maybe should have countered the first one, but I'm also sitting at like no counter in hand, so. Gonna go 7 at life. I have to take it. I'm gonna go 7. I have to take it. So I'll go 5 into the Kick Killer. Let it die. 6 at life because I'm just gonna play the kid this turn. 8 at life, play kid effect, play the Corazon when I probably should have just played the Bartolomeo. One of the reasons why the Bartolomeo is so good is because it's a 4K. So they have to invest a Gordon into it at least to remove it, but they have the double Gordon combo and just going to get rid of the kid that way. So I concede. So I lost that one. We'll go into the next one. And this time I choose to go second. Kind of pass on 2. I have double Hody, so it's kind of broken, and then I have Basil on curve, which Basil is like I said in the last video, one of the most broken cards against RP Law. Obviously, for its effect, it can save itself. I'm gonna play Shariah and not use the effect, which is fair enough. I'm gonna go 5, play a Bonney, take a Bonney, no, take an Urog, and then pass turn. Thought about playing the baby 5, but I really want to keep a Dawn up so I can tap the Shariah and get rid of it early. And like just playing the Bonney untapped or the baby 5 untapped would be useless because you just swing into the Bonney, bottom of the baby 5. He's gonna go 5 at life on my Urog counter because I don't think Urog is very good in this matchup for obvious reasons. Now I have 6. I could play the Cavendish. I'm just debating if I want to play the Cavendish or if I want to like play Bonney. I could stun a Dawn. I could stun Shiraya. I could also play Cavendish, maybe 5, keep it Dawn up. So I'm not sure which one of those is better. Probably just play Cavendish. Not Cavendish, sorry, Basil Hawkins. So I play the Basil. Um, it is removable in this deck at least. If they swing first with their characters and just like double Gordon. Um, that does suck that they can do that. But um, wait, actually no, actually you can't do that. Because we were playing this, I think that's what he thought he could do. But for some reason, this even though the red purple law leader says that you can bottom deck period then play, um, on the sim at least, it still lets you use Basil's effect, even though it's a thin. So you would think like, okay, they swing like in that situation, it would have swung with Ein, swung with the other character, has no active cards. He plays double Gordon, bottom decks both, makes the Basil 1000 attack, leader ability -3 Dawn. I mean, just by the leader abilities wording, you would then bottom the Basil Hawkins and then play a 4-drop. So in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, so Basil doesn't have a target to rest, so he goes to the bottom and then they play. But for some reason on this, you have to play first, I guess. So it lets you Basil whatever they play with leader ability. Um, so I'm not exactly sure if that's the right ruling, but that's how the sim rules it as of now. You think that that would have been fixed if it was the case? Um, I don't know. Tell me in the comments if it's like an official ruling or something that we could go off of in like card play, paper play. Um, Either way, gonna play a Hody last turn. Gonna play a Hody this turn because Hody's the best card in this matchup. Tap the kid, swing into it. Tap the Bon Clay, swing into it. Swing into the rested Ein. And then I'm kind of just chilling. The Gordon by itself can't really do anything. He's gonna go 7, and here I'm going to choose not to tap the raise max because he can like if he tries to remove my Basil with without using the raise max, I guess like I could tap the raise max, but in all reality, he could just like swing 2 at life, and now I can't bottom it. So it was probably correct just to tap it, even though it doesn't matter in the slightest. He's gonna use the raise max on the Basil and swing play a kid killer, swing 8 into the Basil, which is whatever. I'm just gonna go 5-8-8, play kid, use the ability, play nothing, keep a Don standing. And I think he's already used all of his raise maxes and Gordons that he had available to him at that time, so gonna be rough to out the kid without those. Gonna go 9 into kid, I'll just get a 2k for it. And then play the 5-drop kid, pass turn. I'm gonna go 8, counters 8, and now I can just go 9, and he's dead. Oh, okay. So we'll go to the next video. The next session of RP Law matches. So I'm gonna mulligan into this double Basil, double Jewelry Bonney hand, triple Jewelry Bonney hand. I'm gonna play my Searcher Jewelry Bonney, grab an 8-drop, pass turn. He's gonna swing 8 into it, sure. I'm gonna go 7, pass. Don't have anything else to do. Gonna swing 5, take it just to see what it is. Gonna play the Missile Sunday, gain a Dawn, draw a card, and -3 to play the Iron, gain another Dawn, go to 4. I'm gonna go 5 at life. They're gonna counter out with a Shiraya, then I'll just hard play the Basil Hawkins here. Uh, And this is what I was talking about earlier. You're gonna see, I think, them try to do exactly what we were talking about. And I'm not gonna use the basil here, even though I know that there's a high likelihood that he's gonna bottom it because um, he hasn't triggered or he hasn't pulled trigger on the second Gordon, so I don't know if he has it. He just could not have it and could be bluffing, so I'm just gonna make him have it. Um, Not only does it like make him have it, obviously, like he has to have the card in hand, but also if he does have the card in hand, then it's less raise max Gordons for my kids. So that's what I was telling you. It let me tap the Shachi that he came out with, and it just let the Basil stay. So he just wasted too many resources to keep that game going. I still don't know if that how that's ruled. That just seems wrong. Because I mean, I'm highlighting the leader now. We were talking about it in real life. So good to know going forward. He's gonna choose to go second this game. Thinking about this one, and yeah, it's not very good for the going first curve. The mulligan, I'm gonna play baby 5, take a 10 drop, swing 6. He's gonna take it past turn. Gonna go 5 at life. Take it, no trigger. Gonna play the Ein, bottom deck to baby 5 with leader ability. Play Bon Clay, gain a Dawn active, past turn. Want to top deck this 9 drop Zora, which isn't doing much for a long time. And then I'm like, do I want to play the Bonney? Do I want to swing 6, play the Urog? I think I just decide on the Bonney. Even though I'm not going to get my leader effect, it's alright. And yeah, I'm just debating if I want to tap or if I want to stun the leader or the Dawn, but I think it's more than almost always. Sorry, let me rephrase that. It's usually almost always correct to tap the Dawn on curve. So I just do that. I'm gonna go 8 at life here. I have to take it. Gonna play Gordon, and I think they just pass. I'm assuming because they don't have another Dawn regenerator, so they can't. They're gonna be like starting at 5 Dawn next turn, or maybe they just don't have any good 4 drops to play. I don't know. But they choose not to do that. They're gonna swing 7 after I played played the Basil, kept it Dawn up for leader. They're gonna swing 7. I'm gonna tap the Gordon, and then I'm gonna use the Basil because I think they're gonna kill him. But they're just gonna swing into him with the Kid Killer, which is fair. Also was getting really low on life, and I don't have the 8 drop kid, so um, wasn't didn't want to take that life either way. So that's why I blocked with the Basil as well. On curve, I'm gonna play the 9 drop Zora, which puts them on a timer here, obviously. Um, Outable, but only if they have double Gordon Raise Max, and they've already used 2, I believe. That was the third one. So they're gonna bottom deck the Bonney and then be able to go 7 after drawing 2 cards with ratio. Probably just gonna 10 drop, try to bait him into blocking with the kid, but it doesn't take the bait. And now I'm debating not 10 dropping because I could go 9 3 times and still play, or no, I could go 10 3 times, play blocker blocker, keep a Don up, and I just think there's no way I'm losing through double blocker, leader ability, 2 life. So I play for the Zoro kill next turn. And especially since I can like tap the kid with my leader ability. Um, they're gonna swing 7. I'm just gonna tap the kid, like I said, and then use my uh, Rosinante blocker because that's the blocker that they can just remove for free. He is going to bottom deck the Bartolomeo using a Gordon on that, and then play Kid blocker, Kid Shariah. Still be able to swing 6/6, but it's just game here because I can go 5, um, and then 16, 16, 16. So at the end of that game, go into the next game. Sorry, go into the next game. I'm gonna mulligan that double Dofi Bonney hand, and now I start with Dofi, Kid, Cavendish, Bonney, or sorry, Baby 5, Rogue. I'm gonna play the Baby 5, take a Viola, pass turn with a Dawn standing. That Dawn on this 3 Dawn turn is never really relevant because they're never gonna play a character before they swing. But he's gonna play Shariah Gordon here. After killing the Baby 5, I'm just gonna probably play this Cavendish, swing 6. Make him use his Gordon, I guess. He's going to be able to Shariah, go to 6, and then 1k counter. Indicating multiple Reijus in hand if they discarded that for counter. I'm going to play or after minusing 3000 with the Gordon, going to play a Nico Robin. Gain a Dawn, draw a card. Swing 5, I'm going to tap the Shariah. And counter with the Urog. Like I said earlier, I don't think Urog is that good in this matchup, at least theoretically. Now they can minus 3 Dawn with the leader ability, play Gordon, and a raise max, hard play a raise max. So that tells you something about their hand right now, is that it's bricked on Gordons and I'm assuming Sanji's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's in their deck that could be more than 4 costs. Like Sanji. Yeah, Nico Robbins, I guess. They're going to be able to double minus with the raise max Gordon on field. I'm not going to block. Make them use their effect here. Tap the leader. Or not, yeah, make them use their effect because I want them to minus the Dawn. Because obviously they've shown that I don't have very good outs to the. They don't have very good 4 drops, so no reason to really block there. Make them use the minus. And they're not going to play anything off the leader effect so that I can't rest it with Basil. And then going to play triple Gordon raise max. So they're obviously bricked on Gordon raise max. I'm going to go 8 into the Nico Robin and then just play Baby 5 and Bartolomeo. They're going to kill the Baby 5. I'm going to tap the leader. Play the 5-drop blocker, minus 3000 to the Barto. Bottom it, play Sanji. Pass turn. I'm going to play a Hody here and kill the 5-drop. And then tap the 5-drop, tap the blocker, swing into both, kill both. And now they're at 0 cards in hand, so it's kind of just GG's from here. I'll go 5 at life just to start getting some damage off. Play the 10-drop, freeze the leader. Not much they can do now. They could, kill the Hody with leader ability. They're going to gain a Dawn here. I'm just going to counter out. Play Reiju, draw 2 cards. Minus 3, play the Kid Killer. Swing 10, and I just probably have game with 10-drop leader swing. And if I don't, I just play the 10-drop and pass turn. They're going to go 9 at life. I will counter out of that just in case they top deck the Kid Killer, but it was a Shariah. Gonna go 10. I probably should have just went 5 with leader, obviously, so that Shariah is a non-factor, but I don't think it really mattered. It doesn't matter because I still have the 2 Dofis. Alright, so gonna go into the next set of games with. You saw that he was playing Lucci, we couldn't finish that game, so that's why we're not seeing it. We had to go. But we'll go into a game against RP Luffy. I'm going to play Baby 5 going second. Search for a Baby 5 searcher, I believe. He's not going to kill the Baby 5, going to swing at life, which is, fine with me. Give me more cards. And then play the Zoro. I'm going to play double Baby 5. He's going to swing with the Zoro into a Baby 5. I'm going to tap the leader. And then he's going to play Zoro, kill the Baby 5. Play Zoro, swing at life. I'm going to counter out with the Cavendish. And then I can go Cavendish, swing 7 into the Zoro to try and eliminate the Dawn ramp, but probably doesn't matter this late in the game. Or, I say this late in the game, they're already at 8 down. So that's why. He's going to swing 6 at life. I'm going to tap the Zoro. He's going to swing 7 at life with Zoro and then play Mr. 5 Jim, which I had to read. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to do the old classic play where you can play Kid on 8 and then swing Cavendish, get 2 Dawn back. Swing 6 at the Zoro, swing 5 at the Zoro. If he's just going to keep giving me cards, I'll take him. You're playing into the strength of Bonney whenever you do that kind of thing. Gonna go 11 into the Kid with the Mr. 5. I'm gonna tap the leader, block, and then he's gonna go 11 with the Zoro. I have 2 2Ks, and then play a Nami, search a Luffy from OP05. Now I can play the the Basil Hawkins, swing 6, get 2 Dawn back. I could play the Bonney, but I kind of just want to make sure I clear this thing first. So I'm going to swing 10 into it. Swing 6 of life. Discards a card, so it's fine with me. Play Corazon, pass turn. Just starving him of resources, so. He's going to go 10 into the Kid. I'm going to tap the Zoro and then counter out with the 0-drop event. Discarding a Zoro that's probably just dead. I mean, it's probably not dead, but it's not necessary. Then he's going to go 8 with the Nami. I'm going to discard the 1K Bonney. Now I can go Hody, take a life, swing 5 into the Zoro, swing 6, get 2 Dawn back, swing 8. Triggers a Miss Valentine, takes a Bon Clay 4-drop, and then going to go 8 with the Cavendish. Going to 2K, 1K, so now I can just go 9 with the leader, pass turn. He's going to play a 10-drop Luffy, bottom deck all of his characters, and then Dawn -10. And then going to immediately gain the extra turn because he can't swing with his leader, obviously, Kid. And then, do the stuff, gain all the Dawn back, and then play a Sanji blocker. I'm going to play the Bonney so I can get my Cavendish value. Freeze the 10-drop, broken. And then go 6 with Cavendish, 9 with Hody, 9 with Kid, 9 with Bonney. Even if they have it, they're not killing me next turn. So we will go into another game against Black Yellow Luffy here. I'm going to go second. They're going to play Garp. And then I'm going to play Bonney. So we're pretty broken going second curve here. Bonney into Urog into Basil. But I am going to whiff the Bonney, which is, happens more than once in these sessions of games. He's going to kill the Bonney with the Garp and then play a Flampe, take a life, draw a card, and then play another Garp after swinging 5. I'll take the 5, get a 2K counter. He's going to search with the Garp, search with the Three Brothers Brawn. I'm going to swing into the Garp, not wanting to give him a life, and then play the Rogue, get my Dom back. Going to go 5. I'm going to tap the Garp, take the life. So I have a lot of plays next turn. He's going to play the Luffy, trash a life, draw a card. I'm going to swing into the Garp, play Cavendish, pass turn, get Don back with Rogue. So I'm just going to continue to play my curve here. Next turn I can go, assuming he taps the Luffy, I can go Cavendish Bonney. He's going to play the new 5-drop Luffy from OP07 and trash itself to KO the Rogue, draw a card. Then he's going to go 7. I'm going to tap the Luffy for him. I was thinking about swinging into it, but I just really wanted to play my curve, so I'm going to go Cavendish into Bonney, freeze the Luffy, and not swing. Yeah, I really just wanted to get the Cavendish on the field so that I could control the game with Kid, Tin Drop, and also have enough Dawn for my leader every time I do that. So now they're going to go to 0 here with the Luffy ability and the Flampe ability. Going to use the leader ability, put a OP07 Luffy and a Sabo blocker in the life. Going to swing 9. I'll take it. Could have swung 13 if they wanted to, but choosing to play around triggers, I guess. I'm going to play their 2 cards, and I think, yeah, just Tin Drop here, swing with Cavendish, gain a Dawn so I could use my leader ability, and tap the Sabo. For next turn, if they have another Sabo, I do have Hody Jones. Yeah, this is a spot where it could go either way. If they had like a Gecko, it could have got pretty crazy. I'm not sure they're set up in Grave, though. So yeah, I'll just play Hody Jones, swing everything into life. With the Cavendish, is just super free. He's actually going to over counter here, but it wouldn't have mattered in the end, I don't believe. It's just math at that point. Going to the next game. It's another Black Yellow Luffy. This might be the last one, I can't tell. They're going to start with a Garp. I'm going to start with a Bonney. Whiff again, crazy. He's going to swing into the Bonney. Swing 7. I was checking to see on the left there. I was checking to see if this was the same person as last game, but it's not. I don't believe. So gonna search for the Three Brothers Bottom. I'm gonna swing into the Garp, play the Bartolomeo because I don't really have anything else to do. He's gonna go 5. I will take it. Play Luffy. Now I'm in another spot where I could, play Bonney or play Cavendish, but I think Cavendish is usually just better. I'm gonna pass. No need to give him a life. He didn't even use the Luffy's ability, so that was weird. He's gonna use Luffy's ability, swing 8 at life. I'm gonna block that one because I'm getting, decently low and I don't have a kid yet. Gonna play a Vonkov here and put Sabo blocker into life, and then play the 2-drop Sabo, play the Sabo blocker, draw 2, trash 2, give leader plus 2000, and then play a Garp, take another Sabo, but it's the ST13 Sabo. Then I'm gonna go 8, and I'm gonna block counter because I'm, anticipating playing Hody next turn. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Hody, swing 4 into the, or 5 into the 4K, and it's gonna die. Then swing 6 into the Sabo, and obviously that's gonna die. There's no reason to keep that alive. Pass turn with the Dawn up and my Basil still standing. Gonna use Luffy's ability, go down to 1 life, and then use Euphorio. Going to put the Luffy into life, and then play the little Luffy, play the big Luffy. No targets for the big Luffy, but can still use this effect to draw a card if they wanted to. And then gonna put everything under leader, use leader ability, indicating that, I guess I only would have had 1 Dawn anyway. I'm gonna put everything under leader, use leader's ability. So they can't use their leader or any more 2-drops this turn. They're only at 7k. I am going to tap that Luffy because I will be probably 10-dropping this turn, but I am going to get punished because they will just trash it to draw a card. So obviously Ivankov was the better choice. Gonna go 7 into life. They're gonna block, auto block. 8 into life, and they're gonna bottom deck it. So I don't believe they have any 2Ks. And then I'm gonna play the 10 drop. They're gonna play Gecko. Gecko into Sabo Luffy. Could have Luffy'd the Sabo way if you wanted to, and like draw an extra card, but I'm not sure what their hand is. So now they're going to use Leader's ability, put a Luffy and an Ace. The Ace is not going to be played this turn, obviously. And now I'm sitting with another 10 drop in hand. I think I debate here for a minute after he blocks this with Sabo if I really want to 10 drop or not, because I could go like, hold it down up for Leader, double Corazon Urog, or I could like swing. I think what I was debating on doing was swinging 9 with Hody, get a card out of hand, swing 9 with Leader, bottom deck the Ace, or get a card out of hand, and then I can play a blocker Urog and still have a Dawn with Urog's effect. Which, maybe was the right play, but I thought it could have got way out of hand if I let him Gecko again. And then like keep the pressure up with Leader. Like Leader Gecko making Leader 11 with the 9K swing with the Luffy 8K swing would have been probably been just too much, plus the Ace 7K swing. So I decided to play the 10 drop instead to just like nullify the plus 2000s for this turn. He's gonna play an Ace, so it doesn't have the Gecko. Leader ability put Luffy and Sabo into life. Gonna go 10 into the 10 drop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it really matters at this point in the game, but I don't know if I would have done that. Probably just win at life and hope to kill me next turn. Hope to live this turn, which isn't ever gonna happen. But so now, yeah. Well, that was it. So go into the deck profile one more time. But yeah, those were the games. Obviously, has a crazy matchup into Black Yellow Luffy. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, has a really bad matchup into Bonney. Has a like, okay matchup into RP Law, which we saw. Maybe there's things I could have done differently to win that one game that I lost. But I'm not sure. I just had literally zero counter. I think that's when I was playing more than one Zoro, but maybe not. Either way, GG's to those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Blast Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.